Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here today to just do a quick little video for the weekend. Just something different. I figured it's better than nothing at all. I've been sick, so I have not been making any public videos or general readings. I haven't been doing any. So I thought it's a long weekend here in Canada. Monday's the holiday family day. It's a stat holiday too. People get paid for, which is really cool. So anyways, I thought I would just put up a quick little video. I'm going to draw one card for each sign for the weekend. So this covers from today the 16th in through Monday the 19th. So let's get your shuffle up. And we're going to begin with Aquarius because we're still in the birthday month of Aquarius until the 18th. All right. Okay. First up is Aquarius. Here's going to be your card for the boo, 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 beautiful. Look at that. Look at that, abundance. Just a beautiful card to have. She's the mother card of tarot. She's very, very kind. She brings happiness. She brings abundance. There's no lack. It looks like some of you are going to have a really good weekend. If anything, it's going to be full. Your needs are going to be met. And some of your wants as well over the weekend. If you're wanting to go somewhere, wanting to go shopping, wanting to go, to the hardware store on Saturday and purchase something, or things like this. Evenings relaxed and comfortable, but she highlights family as well and comfort. Some of you will be patching up some disagreements that you've been in with other people. I don't know what's going on there, but that's what's coming through over the weekend. You're going to smooth over and make amends with somebody else. You just want to forget about it. You don't want anything. You just feel a good energy on the weekend. You don't want anything messing it up, pulling it down, marring it, or anyway. So you just, the usual irritations, you're just pushing them off to the side. And being grateful for having some good things come your way. Harmony is going to roll at home for a lot of you. Some spiritual growth for some. Emotional stability goes along with that as well. This card also favors fertility in the sense of growth, and children as well. For somebody, your weekend's going to revolve around your children or grandchildren. I just see I see a lot of kids, maybe a children's party, birthday party, or something like that. The advice of this card for you, Aquarius, is now's the time to grow and to evolve and enjoy investing in time into your relationships that matter to you, into your home as well, and your spiritual practices. And your keywords are growth, nurturing, home, love, fertility, comfort, and generosity. It's a very good card for you for the weekend. Happy weekend and happy birthday. Okay, Six of Cups is the next one up. We're looking at Pisces and reflection. Doing some reflecting over this long weekend for us in Canada, maybe. Other parts of the world, just over the weekend. Your mind is slipping into the past, and it's bringing things back to life. Your mind, your memory, for some reason, this weekend is going to, it almost feels like a random memory has come out of nowhere. And it's the strangest thing because it seems to bring it back to life for you. You're there in that moment. There's something really important there. For some of you, this could be an old relationship with an old flame. And you're remembering the good times. And you're going, bad times? What bad times? We like to forget the bad times. But you may find ways to slip back into the past and you're reliving old times. And you're kind of yearning for the simpler days, the former years, when you felt that, your life was a safe haven. It was good and you didn't even know how good it was. You didn't appreciate it at the time. And you're kind of yearning for it. I wish I had. I don't know how that applies to your weekend, but it certainly does. In your relationships on the weekend, some of you are going to find the middle ground between you and your mate. So there'll be a sense of peace and harmony will reign. You're going to meet in the middle somewhere on some issue. So, you know, if something's been stressing you guys out all week, you'll come to a resolution over the weekend, and it'll be all good. Some of you may actually physically return to a favorite childhood, old haunt, old neighborhood, schoolyard. You're being pulled. Something has happened for somebody out there that's pulled you into the past. Your whole weekend is revolved. It's almost like an obsession. The memories are rolling like a movie that just keeps playing over and over again. And in relationships, for some of you, peace, security, and comfort on this weekend. The advice of this card is to enjoy reconnecting with happier times of your past. These memories will energize you and entertain you and inspire you for the future as well. Keywords are visitors, happiness, commitment, childhood memories, predictions, and play. Okay, so Aries, you're up next. We're looking at the Queen of Swords, and she's all about resilience. Yeah, she's full of fire. You don't mess with this lady. She's very, very highly intelligent. So this is either, you may identify with this Aries very much. Doesn't matter what the card is. That's what I'm picking up on. You. Some of you may identify with her and say, well, that's me all the way. For others, this is somebody that's passing through your weekend in one form or another. But who she is, she's highly intelligent. She's very driven. And wherever this person goes, she commands respect. She's playing some part in your weekend. She's standing her ground on some issue. And she wants to put her own interests first. And it's okay that she does that, but maybe not this weekend. You want to, again, with a compromise, just like Pisces, reaching a compromise of some kind, and she's pretty tough. It takes a lot to get her to bend or sway, whoever she is to you, or is it you? But, you know, if you're identifying with her and you say, that's me, I'm stubborn, and I need to be fed first before I can feed anybody else, so my needs come first. It's not a selfish thing. It's a necessary thing is what it is. She's not coming from a place of selfishness. But if you identify with this card, Tarot is here to tell you now is the time. You're going to find yourself over the weekend in a situation to show your true strength of character. All right? Your true strength of character. The advice is to be prepared to make some very strong decisions or respond to a woman who makes a final decision. Your keywords are intelligence and independence, leadership, insight and tolerance, determination, and justice. All right. Next up, we've got Taurus, King of Swords, ambition, and that fits. Why not? A lot of Taurians are very, very work-oriented, devoted to what they do. They get focused on what they do. They give everything. They're very, the ones that I've known are rather conservative, strong silent type, extreme work ethic, extreme loyalty, family. The things that matter in life are what's important to Taurus. Again, we're looking at, you may be able to identify with this, Taurus, male or female. Again, with the characteristics, this characteristic, this personality is very clever person, has leadership skills. They don't follow the crowd. They usually leading. Somebody with a real quick wit. Is this you? Or is it somebody that you know? They're really good at strategizing things. That's one thing off the card. They're very good at strategizing things. They don't like, you've got point A to point B when you're doing a journey of some kind of destination. But you got to go through, okay, you start at A and you got to go B, C, and D. He doesn't do B, C. He goes from A to D. He cuts through the red tape. If he's in your weekend, he's going to be the mover and shaker. If it's not you, this is somebody else that you know. There's going to be the mover and shaker on the weekend. It's going to be a great time. This person's very charming, and they're very ambitious, and they're very outgoing. They're just an all around way. They're just a really, really good guy that doesn't sit on his laurels, and he doesn't sit back and wait for things to come to you. This guy will just grab you by the arm or the hand and say, come on, we're going, or we're doing this, or we're doing that, and it'll be fun, and it'll be exciting, and it'll be refreshing for you. He also, as something else, offers calm, logical judgment when it's needed. This guy's all the way. He's a well-rounded individual, very grounded, very real. You're very lucky to have him in your life, unless this is you. And if this is you, then you need, you're being advised to take a practical approach at this time. And the more practical you remain, rather than emotional, in a situation if something comes up you have to deal with, leave the emotion off to the side, look at it logically, look at it practically, in a practical way. It'll show your mental agility, how well you can shift, almost like a chameleon, go from one to the other, you know, changing colors, boom, just like that. This person here keeps you on your toes as well. They seem to bring that to you. They nurture that side of you. That makes you very alert, very aware, and everything seems more vibrant when they're around and more alive, more exciting. The advice is to look for facts before making any decisions over the weekend, okay? Your keywords are fairness, balance, decision, strength, justice, and support. That's a really nice card for you, Taurus, a really nice card. Next one up we have is Gemini, the twins. Ooh. I just heard cutting your own nose off to spite your face. We're almost taking Gemini, the twins part, literally at this point. You are working against yourself. There's two of you. One says yes, the other says no. One says, come on, give it a try, and the other one goes, oh, I can't. I just can't. It's almost like you're split in two. It just shows you're more well-rounded, is what it does. But you're going to be realizing that you do have restrictions over the weekend. There are things that you may want to do, you may not be able to do to work. Maybe you never planned on it, and you're called in at the last, so you're told, you know, Friday at 4 p.m., you know, can you work Saturday? Can you come in Saturday? That throws your plans off for the weekends, and weekend plans. Also, your relationships, people that you had lined up for the weekend, even those that are very close to you, it's probably going to affect that a little bit. It's not going to be the end of the world or anything like that. It's just that it kind of messing things up. For some of you, you may find now somebody here's there's an argument. I just see two people doing this with their backs to each other. So what's that all about? What's that all about? But it shows a relationship on lockdown over the weekend. One's not moving and neither is the other. Neither one of you is going to give. One of you is trying to put forth or search for some empathy from the other person. I'm too busy. I can't do this. I've made commitments. I can't do what you want to do this weekend, and I'm sorry that I can't do that. And the other person is saying, this is getting really old. This is getting old. And it's basically got you at a standstill here. Somebody's just got too much stuff going on, bound by too much responsibility and previous commitments that could mess this weekend up for you. Sorry about that. The advice is to be in control of your future and be realistic regardless of what others think of you. Free yourself up by being less tolerant of other people. Don't care so much what other people think. Don't even care what the negative side of you thinks, the twin there. Don't even go there. All right? Do your best to keep your mind healthy and clean and with the clarity that you need to be aware and to live in the now. There's something for you to think about over the weekend, food for thought. Keywords are separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. changes over the weekend. Okay, so the next one is Cancer. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my God, I'm Cancer. You know, it's all going good till we got there. What is this? The Tower. Here's a ship caught in the perfect storm at sea. It's the same as the Tower in the Rider-Waite, and it usually means, you know, well, like it says, destruction. But here's the thing about destruction. So I'm not feeling really bad about this card for Cancer now that I'm looking at it, because now it's coming. I see promise and hope. New beginnings, starting fresh. So much promise. Golden. Which is a good thing. For some of you that, if it, you know, the odd few of you Cancer, Cancers where you're going through something right now, you may feel like your whole world is falling apart around you. You could very well feel that way over the weekend. This could be breakup, separation. This could be bereavement, grief. But here's the thing. And you feel like, you know, like somebody literally pulled this rug you were standing on right out from under your feet. Just boom. That impact, something happening to take your breath away, it kind of knocks you. It brings change to your life. Profound change. This could be something that's already happened and you're just dealing with it over the weekend. You're really trying to process everything that's going on. But you need to accept the change that chaos sometimes brings, and it's not always bad. You go through the bad and you say, I can't take it, you know, the things start to calm down, and then things start to fall into place and make more sense down the road. They won't when you're in a state of shock, or you feel like you've got no control and you're just spinning with no sense of direction. But shock always equals a breakthrough, which is going to happen for you. It's just a little bit of a delayed reaction, the breakthrough part, because you're having a hard time walking through the shock of something. This is a general reading. Please remember this. Not for everybody, all right? This could be good changes that come. Something, because Mother Nature and the universe will sometimes try to remove and take something away out of your life in the most gentle way possible. We have absolute control over it. You can't stop it. It happened without your consent. It happened without your knowledge. But lo and behold, because of that, something absolutely amazing comes in to take its place. And it's wonderful. And it's good. So some of you may be transitioning that way, in that change over the weekend. It's probably just for one or two of you, I'm sure. This is also going to give you a new look on life. You're going to see life itself, humanity, Mother Nature, the universe, in a whole new light. It's going to change the way you see and you view the world. That's pretty profound. But it's coming for somebody that's just gone through some chaos and upheaval. The advice of this card is to, sometimes it's a good idea to, if you're feeling that overwhelmed that you're almost paralyzed and you can't do anything, give it up to the universe. Give it up to your creator, your God, whatever that is, whoever that is for you. Give it up and put 100% impeccable trust that the universe knows what's best for you. And you're going to ride this along no matter what comes at you. You're going to ride it through. You just need to keep your head above the water for a little bit so you keep breathing and you'll be just fine. Enlightenment and beginnings and breakthroughs are some of the keywords that go with this. It's just a very in-depth card, Cancer, but anyway, there's the reading. Okay, so the next one up is Leo the Lion, and look what you got, Leo. Boys, oh boys, you're not going to like this. I know you're not, because Leos are leaders. You have the bold Leos, and then you have the middle of the road Leos. But the bold ones aren't going to like this. They don't like being held up or held down by anything or anybody or tied up or anything. They don't like it. Leos like to take center stage in a way of their own life even, and maybe even outside of that too. That they're just like that in general. Not everybody, you're all different, but there are traits about Leo Okay, we won't even go there. We won't go there. But you're going to be held up as the hangman is here, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're waiting for something on the weekend, on the edge of your seat, waiting, and there's nothing you can do to speed this up. It's like, for some of you, a decision, you're waiting for a decision to come through. This could be anything from a marriage proposal to a bank loan, but you've got this weekend that you have to get through before next week starts again, the business world, whatever, before anything, and you're just stuck. But it's not always time wasted when this is something like this is imposed upon you, Leo. It's for good reason. We can't, you can't see that this weekend, but you're going to very soon see why that happened, and it was a good thing that you had to sweat it out over the weekend. Because there was a lot going on behind the scenes that you weren't even clued into. The advice of the card, though, is usually to take advantage of this time, this downtime that you're stuck. Don't fight it. As you can see, he's found a very comfortable position here. He's not stressed. His hands are open. Look how relaxed his hands are. Right? They're wide open. He's hanging there very comfortably. He's gotten a comfortable spot. He's not going to fight it. He's going to wait it out. But he's going to use that time to make plans. He's using his brain. I may not be able to physically do anything, but there's some things I needed to think through and make decisions on, and maybe now's the time. And then your brain just kind of floats off there. So you're getting things done without realizing that you're getting things done. Your keywords are waiting and time, restriction, sacrifice, insight, purpose, and viewpoints. It's kind of a deep weekend for you in a way. Really, truly. And then we have a Virgo. Oh, Virgo. We have the card of transformation. And it is death. Okay, doesn't mean. But it does mean that there's great change coming over the weekend. Somebody's getting married. I just heard that. Somebody's getting married over the weekend. Tying the knot. We're talking full-blown wedding, long white princess gown, the whole 9 yards. But great change is coming, and a huge transformation, a whole new way of life. General reading, remember. So it doesn't, if you say, that doesn't mean nothing to me, then it wasn't meant for you. End of. But there is, for some of you out there, there are going to be some transformative changes in your life. For some, I'm hearing changing direction completely. And what is not needed in your life is very gently taken away to make room for the new, once again coming through. This could be work-related relationships. It could be old habits. It could be old ways of being, old ways of thinking. Death clears away confusion in the most natural way that it can. It brings in new people, ideas, opportunities, and a lot of times a new era will beckon. I have a great big fly. That's how much it's warmed up here in the last couple days on my window. First bird of spring, eh? The advice of this card, acceptance is what I'm hearing. You got to learn to just accept some things when they come at you. It doesn't mean you throw in the towel, wave the white surrender flag or anything, but some things you should recognize right off when you first happens, when you're first aware, when you first see it. That's something you can't change, and you need to accept what it is. What will be, and you can't do anything to change it. It's out of your control. But this could bring such good things down the road that if you don't go through this, you're not going to get to the good stuff on the other end, so it's got to take place. Kind of another one, a real heavy weekend here. There seems to be a common theme through the readings for the weekend, and that's huge change and transformation. That's being felt very strongly. The advice of the card, allow what will be, and don't resist change. Matter of fact, embrace it when it comes at you. Even if something negative happens to you, look at the cosmos and the universe and say thank you, because I know there's a lesson in here. There's something good for me in this pain, this confusion, this anger, this hurt. There's something in it for me, no matter what it is. Keywords are rebirth, endings, change, beginnings, release, relief, And conclusions, ending things, tying things up, things are over. And when they are over on this weekend, they're over forever. All right, whatever that is for you. Okay, so now we've got Libra. We're motoring right along here. We're making really good time. Three of Pentacles, recognition. Recognition for you. Libra, that's my rising sign. Positive attention is going to be given to somebody. Reward. Overall success that becomes more public than it is private. For instance, if you do community services and volunteer, you could be recognized for something like that. That becomes public. In your place of employment, maybe you've achieved something at work and you're being recognized for it, so therefore it becomes public. You know, the company newsletter and things like this, it becomes public. Again, with the, see, there's spring fever coming in, right? Because I'm seeing this again. I see somebody down on bended knee asking somebody else to marry them this weekend. So that's going to happen, and that's going to be in a public venue of some kind. So you'll gain all kinds of, attract all kinds of attention when it's going down. It'll be wonderful. Some of you may be looking at making some home improvements over the weekend as well, Virgo. Virgo takes pride in everything that they do. And they're very studious that way. Their home is very important to them. How they feel about it, it's got to make them happy before it pleases anybody else. That's the way they are. The advice is to be proud of your work and achievements. More success is coming in the cards for some of you. Keywords are reputation and learning, skill and performance, reward, security, and again, completion. Okay, so, and now we've got Scorpio. And Scorpio, oh, Scorpio. Five of Pentacles, abandonment. Fears of poverty and isolation for somebody who's worried over the weekend. And Tarot's telling you, you're overthinking things. You're over-worried about everything. You're worrying about things that haven't come at you yet, that haven't happened yet. You're worrying about things that don't exist yet. But somebody's having fears of poverty and isolation. They're picturing the worst-case scenario. And they're thriving in a twisted way off of that. It's doing something. It can't quite. You need to stop. You need to stop that. Okay? It's not your reality. So says Tarot. It is not your reality. The reality is in the now. You're not isolated. You're not abandoned. You're not poor. Okay? Well, maybe one or two of you are, but and my heart goes out to you. You may find yourself pulling back away from everybody on the weekend, distancing yourself because you have so much self-doubt going on. You have no self-belief. This is what's tearing you down because you're overthinking the future. And what ifs? What if everything goes wrong? What if everything goes bad? What if I lose everything? What if my investments turn sour? And worry. A lot of worry. And doubting yourself and your own capabilities. You may also be in fear of, and I don't know why, but you're in fear of losing your job or your relationship, like your whole world. Bad luck, schlep rock. Right? The big black cloud over your head with lightning bolts coming out of it, right? That's where you're at in your head. Somebody may have broken up recently, and this weekend you're really feeling alone after the end of that relationship. And there's also going to be financial change that does come with breakup. You'll deal with it. You'll handle it. You made out before. You can do it again. You just may have to make some changes and adjustments in your life, of course. But really, tell yourself, how much worse could it be? And when you're really honest, you'll be going, holy hell. Oh my. It could be so much worse. I'm feeling pretty crappy, but yeah, this could be. I could be going through something much worse than this. I'll survive this. I will. And you will. The advice is you have support, but for some of you, you may be looking in the wrong places, which is leaving you with a feeling of abandonment. You're just looking in the wrong places. You've not been abandoned by the world at all. You just have to change the way you're looking. You take a new direction. Go somewhere different. And you're someplace different, someplace you wouldn't normally go, some people you wouldn't normally go to. You'll find support. You'll be okay. It'll be okay. Keywords are isolation, rejection, bias, fear, risk, relationships, money, problems. And it's not a problem. That's not what I'm hearing for you. Okay, Virgo, it's not a problem. Not Virgo, I'm sorry, where am I? Scorpio. Scorpio. You're overthinking. You got to knock it off. That's just the bottom line for you on the weekend. Your head is really weighed heavy. Because I can feel that. The head just weighed heavy. In your own little dream world. You're like in this, it's like a bubble, but it's not. It's like black clouds, and you're in the middle of it. You know? And in the middle of that black cloud, it's just, the negativity is just feeding like a bad bacteria on itself. The more it feeds, the more it grows, the deeper it gets, the more it hurts, the darker it becomes. Snap out of it. You're doing fine. Change your attitude, change your life. And for Sagittarius, coming up here is the High Priest, and he's all about wisdom. I like this guy. I always like. He normally, right off the top, there could be a wedding this weekend. But he represents Orthodox religions. He represents marriages, ceremonies, very formal, very sacred ceremonies. He is very wise. He's a very, very powerful leader. This could just be energy that's coming from here. But when he shows up, he brings gifts to you, okay? When his energy comes into your now, he's bringing gifts. Okay, Sagittarius, these are gifts of learning, education, wisdom especially. He also brings predictions for you, Sagittarius, of the unity of the mind, the body, the soul, walking down a new path and telling yourself, I'm open to whatever comes and whatever this is going to lead me to, because I know it'll be good. It'll be something good. You're just going by your instincts. And your intuition's telling you. This could be a metaphoric path, so it's an emotional path or a mental path, or it could be a literal, I'm walking. You could change your way home. You're on your way home. I never go that way. I think I'm going to go that way today. It could be a surprise waiting for you. Or you got time delayed and something else was going on, okay? You could have been saved. You could have saved yourself by just taking a new path. Leave yourself open to the new, so that you're always learning. You're going to be feeling a lot closer to your intuition over the weekend and closer to your spirit guides as well. There's also the unity of two people coming together as one, which could mean marriage, engagement, this kind of a thing. Also, convention and tradition will be highlighted for some of you over the weekend, but some of you, one or two of you, could be feeling restrictions. You're not liking it. You're not comfortable because of another's belief, another's traditions. Maybe you're being invited to something which is completely different from what you've ever been to. And you're thinking, I'm not going to fit in. I'm going to look uncomfortable because I'll be uncomfortable. I don't really want to do this. I don't want to go. But you leave yourself open. There's the wonder of life. It's the beauty of life, and especially those things that we don't want to do. That's when we should push ourselves harder. Of course, unless we sense danger. I mean, we got to use our logic, right, and common sense. But usually the things, a lot of times that we go, I don't want nothing. Turns out to be some really great stuff in there for you, right? Okay, so the advice of the card is listen to your inner wisdom. It will guide you to a new educational path, a new belief, or a new teacher. Your keywords are education, tradition, beliefs, ceremonies, unity, marriage, values, and authorities. Little restriction going on there. And the final one, and what a beautiful card this is. Capricorn, you're the last one on the list. Last but never least. Success. 6 of Wands. Excuse me. Hard work and resilience. Not giving up. And every time getting knocked down, getting back up again. Being resilient. Not letting anything stop you. Having this attitude and applying the hard work and resilience is going to bring you incredible success if you just stick with things. And you may find that on the weekend. For some of you, Capricorns, you're going to be having company over for the weekend because people are just being drawn to you for some. It's almost like some kind of magnetic thing. Everybody decides they're going to come visit at once, and it turns into an impromptu party of sorts, with a lot of cheer, a lot of laughter, a lot of light. Special attention may be given to somebody as well over the weekend for the work that you've done. Setting up a special ceremony for somebody else. It could be maybe you're putting a wedding together. Maybe you're a wedding planner or something like this. Or, you're in charge of flowers or this kind of thing. But there could be something that you're putting, and other people are going to be oohing and eyeing on like, ooh, ah, kind of thing over what you've created. So you'll be publicly recognized for that. That's a beautiful thing for you. Somebody else this weekend could find themselves on the winning end of a prize giveaway. Okay, could be lottery, could be, I don't know, you want a washing machine, a lawnmower. I don't know, but there's somebody's going to win something on the weekend. Also, additionally, with this card, also brings with it the offer of love from a brand new romance for you. For some, again, look, the proposal of marriage. It's unbelievable. That's like a whole lot of you. It's the spring. It's in the air. It's coming. The advice, this is your time to shine. Don't hold back. You deserve this success. Please just take it and embrace it and enjoy it. Keywords are victory, education, awards, love proposals, promotion, strength, and ceremony. And that, my dear brothers and sisters, was your weekend. And I'm not going to yak anymore. We're at 37 minutes. It's going to take about 3 hours to upload this. So anyways, peace in so you can share that light and love out when needed, but take care of you first, okay? Have a great weekend. For those in Canada, have a good long weekend. Here in New Brunswick, where I live in the province of New Brunswick, it's the first time I think we've had a family day where it's a statutory holiday, and because the rest of Canada has been doing it. We're always behind back here. I don't know why. Anyway, hope to see you all real soon, and I wish you all the best weekend ever. Remember, stay positive, stay strong. You're going to get through if you go through anything that's challenging. You'll see what you're made of. And the more you don't want to go through it, the more you push yourself through it. Bye for now.